This chapter is a blend of emotional depth, character development, and a narrative of resilience, making it a powerful segment of Chris's journey. It effectively sets the stage for Chris's future challenges and his unwavering determination to pursue his dreams despite new limitations. Rating 9/10. The day Chris received his deployment order was a day of mixed emotions. For a long time, he had been so lost in his world with Sarah that he had almost forgotten the reality of things around him. He was in the military, and it was bound to happen one day. He would be deployed elsewhere for more military training and have to leave Sarah behind. He tried as much as possible to accept this new reality of his. Saying goodbye to Sarah crushed a large part of his heart. He knew he would be leaving his heart behind while his body left. But Sarah encouraged him. She was confident in his dreams and his purpose. She reminded him that there was something greater to look forward to. He had come there in the first place because of his dreams of exploring the stars, and she would support him all the way. With this in mind, Chris faced his new reality with boldness. He wasn't alone this time. He had Sarah with him, backing him, his fiancée. The new camp came with its struggles. Military life was full of hard work and grit, different from the romanticized versions he saw around. A lot of things involved so much mental strength and physical capacity, but he forged ahead without looking back. He never slacked behind and ensured he was at the same level as his colleagues. As the weeks turned to months, he got used to military life. But something had changed too. Chris had struggled with a constant headache that was starting to take over his mind. He didn't know what it was, but it made his nights unbearable while he tried to sleep, and even in the day, moving his head brought pain. He had visited the military clinic several times, seeking a solution to this problem. But as usual, they'd waved it off as a typical headache, packing the same type of drugs for him to swallow. Drugs that never worked to stop the pain he felt. It was so bad he wrote about it in a letter to Sarah, seeking her advice. "My beloved Sarah, how have you been? I have missed you so much. The way your eyes sparkle once you look at the stars and your lips curve into a beautiful smile. The image is imprinted in my heart, and I can't wait to see it with my physical eyes again. Life here is the same as usual. Nothing much has changed since I started here. Sergeant Rob still wakes us up at 5 a.m., and we do drills for hours. I was put in charge of 5 comrades for a while, but now that position has been rotated too. The food has not improved either. It's still average and bland. Although I'm not complaining, I'll take whatever I can get here. But there is something else, Sarah. It is starting to really trouble me, and I'm not sure I should continue to overlook it like this. I have been having the worst headaches for a long time now. I am not sure if these are even headaches or something worse. These headaches make me feel so terrible that they ruin my whole day. I feel paralyzed, and it takes over my entire body like a parasite. I have visited the clinic several times, and they say the same thing. It's just a headache, they crimin. What do you think? I'll be waiting to hear from you soon. I hope you're having a wonderful day over there. I love you, dear Sarah. With love, Chris." Soon enough, Chris received a letter of reply from Sarah. "To my Chris, I didn't know you were going through this. Why didn't you tell me soon enough? Oh, Chris, please go to a proper hospital and get yourself checked. This is not a regular headache. Please do it for me if you can't find the motivation to do it for yourself. If you can get yourself checked or scanned in the hospital, I am sure you will find a diagnosis. Don't wait it out, my love. You are a brave, ambitious man. Don't let a headache take over you like this. By the time I receive your next letter, you must have gone to the hospital for a checkup. I will be eagerly waiting for your reply. Life here is nice. I love what I do and still watch the stars with you in mind. I also cannot wait to see you again. Let's make more memories together once all this is over. I love you, Sarah." Chris finished reading the letter and took a deep breath. Sarah was right. He needed to find the nearest hospital to do a proper checkup. He had been delaying it for too long. Once he had gotten permission from his superiors, he went to the hospital. There he met Sarah waiting for him. Their reunion was full of joy and happiness as they basked in their love for each other. Later, he met the doctor and was asked to do a scan. To his uttermost shock, they had found a tumor in his brain. destroying the cells around. He had to be signed up for surgery immediately. It was like everything was taking a dark turn around him. How could this be? How had he come to this point? It was so hard coming to terms with his reality. He wanted to see no one for a while, but Sarah stood by him, determined. The hospital became an unexpected crucible for Chris, transforming his journey in ways he could never have anticipated. Pre-operation, his days and nights blended into a continuous loop of tests, consultations, and an ever-present undercurrent of anxiety. The sterile smell of the hospital corridors, the distant beeps of medical equipment, and the sympathetic looks from the hospital staff became his new normal. Amidst this, his family's and Sarah's unwavering presence provided a beacon of hope. Their conversations, filled with encouragement and shared dreams of the future, kept his spirits buoyed. Post-operation, the reality of his condition settled in with a crushing weight. Waking up to a dimmer world where the right side of his vision remained shrouded in darkness and his legs unresponsive was a battle unto itself. The physical pain was matched by the psychological toll it took on him. However, Chris's resilience shone through even in these dark times. Rehabilitation sessions, though grueling, became his battleground for reclaiming his life. Each small victory in therapy, each inch of progress, fueled his determination. His room, once a place of isolation, transformed into a space of healing and hope, adorned with messages of encouragement and